Here we're going to talk about how Ohio State runs their shallow cross concept out of an empty formation. And this is a great way to stretch the defense both vertically and horizontally out of this empty formation. So right here, what they're going to do is create an additional vertical stretch by having their Z receiver on a seam right here, 2 yards outside the hash, while their running back, who's going to be the inside receiver on this cluster, is going to run a wheel. And he's really just running a fade wheel here. Again, pulling the defense vertically and horizontally. On the outside receiver at X here, you're going to have him run a hitch. And for the most part, that is just a free access hitch. If it's there right away, you can take it, but the corner better be playing pretty far off. As far as the actual concept that they're trying to run, they are running a shallow cross. The wide receiver is going to run a dig, and he's really going to push this scheme vertically at 10 to 12 yards before coming in. The H receiver at the slot here is going to run a shallow, and he is just screaming across the field as fast as possible. The read on this play is going to be the middle linebacker. If the middle linebacker drops to cover the dig, then you'll throw the shallow. If the middle linebacker stays low to cover the shallow, then you'll throw the dig. Now, a couple things can happen here. If the middle linebacker stays low, the shallow is obviously a no-go. So then you'll look up to the dig. If that strong safety is cheating the dig and playing low on it, then you are going to have either your seam or your fade wheel wide open. There's going to have to be some secondary support as we talk vertically. And that's really what the Z and running back wheel are doing right here, as it's going to force that safety to respect those players. As far as the offensive line goes, they are all running bob protection with the left tackle proing out to the will linebacker in case he comes, the left guard going out to the 3-tech, the center man on the nose, the right guard on the anchor, the right tackle out on the Sam in case he comes. This is a very simple play, but the stretches that you're going to get vertically and horizontally will really open this up. Also, if you're getting straight man coverage here, you will look for the shallow. And if for some reason the shallow falls down, is mugged, anything like that, you'll then immediately look for the wheel fade that should have the angle on the player he's going against. So as we look at this play right here, one of the key things that you're going to see, and a lot of big-time programs will do this, is when they have a running back that they want to utilize an empty and still run routes and stuff, they'll move him around a little bit to routes that he's comfortable running and has had practice at. You know, a running back's not going to have the same route tree that a typical receiver would have, so it's important to put that player in a position to be successful. So right here, all Justin Fields is doing is switching these two guys so that the running back can actually run the fade wheel and the slot can run the shallow. As this gets going here, we're going to talk about the complementary routes here. We're going to have an outside hitch by number 1 up top. Now, down low, what you're going to get here is a seam 2 yards outside the hash, stretching the defense vertically. The running back is also going to be running a wheel fade, and that's really pushing the defense both horizontally and vertically. Now, the actual concept that's being ran here is a shallow cross, and the first part of it is the dig over top, and the second part of it is the shallow. And the real player that you're picking on and putting in conflict is this middle linebacker. As this play starts, the middle linebacker has two choices: to sit low and take away the shallow, or to drop deep and take away the dig. Now, if he sits low and takes away the shallow, and the safety is going to cheat you right here, then you're going to have either the hash seam or the fade wheel open, as they are running away from the coverage, and you should have pretty good leverage there. As this play develops, you can see 57 looking to wall off this player, and the key right here is the dig is being ultra physical as he runs through there. He's not pushing that player, but he is ripping through there, being vertical and being physical to push that guy, and that opens up the shoulders, and he is deep enough where you can complete this shallow right here, and that's exactly what happens. That shallow now has the leverage because of the dig. He's really setting his teammate up. Now it is a drop, but you can see how the shallow concept works. Right here, we'll watch some of the protection. The tackles are really going to set out not worried, but looking at the outside linebackers, and if they don't come, then they'll look to help inside. Everyone else is going to be locked on. So as this play works, 97 just naturally works his way into the tackle. There's a slight stunt in game here where the tackle comes in to help, and you have all day in pass protection. Bringing 3 against 5 is really tough and really difficult. It really puts your defense in a bind. And you can see 57 here just drops a little bit, but the physicality of 13 there is really what's going to open this play up as the shallow comes screaming across. And, wide open. You got to catch that and then make something out of it.